So DICE finally revealed all of the details about Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One, who is coming to Battlefront 2 on February 27th, including this brand new image of the Chosen One. We're also going to go over all of his 4 new abilities. That's right, he's got 4 abilities, his appearances, star cards, emotes, voice lines, and we finally answer the question, will he say the words, "I don't like sand"? So let's jump into this, starting with this new photo. So let me know what you all think about this new photo. I am extremely excited to play with Anakin Skywalker on February 27th, and he looks incredible. Hit that like button, guys. Once again, let's go for 3,000 likes on this video, and let's jump into his 4 abilities. So we're going to start off with his first ability, which is called Passionate Strike. So it says Anakin unleashes a heavy strike, breaking his opponent's guard and dealing high damage. His second ability is called Heroic Impact, and it says Anakin is more resistant to attack while holding the ability. When released, he pushes enemies away from him, the range and strength of his attack being multiplied by the damage he would typically be susceptible to. And then his third ability is called Pull Dominance. It says Anakin pulls enemies in front of him to a center point, leaving them open for attacks. Now, I know you're all wondering, what is his 4th ability? Well, it's called Retribution. It says Anakin's powers intensify whenever he and any nearby allies are attacked, building towards the ultimate punishment of a swift and inescapable grip, seizing all enemies around him. And then it goes on to explain Retribution a little bit more. It says, as Anakin and his allies take damage and he inflicts damage to his foes, his raw power will build alongside his fury. Once this ability is fully charged, Anakin will be able to unleash his Retribution onto any enemies unlucky enough to be in range. Anakin will punish his enemies with a force choke similar to Darth Vader's ability, except this one, like Heroic Impact, has a 360-degree area of effect and will affect all enemies in its area of effect. And it says, upon use, the charge resets and can be built up once again. This ability does 100 damage over time to heroes and 150 damage to non-heroes. And as his anger flows through him, Anakin takes 90% damage reduction during this ability's duration too. So this Retribution ability sounds extremely powerful, and let's talk about just how powerful he is. So this is what DICE had to say about that. So they said, with the arrival of the Chosen One comes one of the strongest light side heroes in Battlefront 2. Anakin's ability to unleash a barrage of fast, devastating attacks is unlike any other Jedi and set him on a whole other level. While his offense is practically unmatched, his defensive capabilities aren't up to the same caliber. Anakin won't be able to sustain his blocking for as long as some other light side heroes against lightsaber strikes, but he is still very adept at deflecting blaster bolts. His lightsaber attacks deal 140 base damage plus 40 from behind, and additionally, Anakin has a base health pool of 850 HP and a base regen pool of 350 HP. So it sounds like he's going to be an extremely powerful offensive hero, especially with that ability to use Retribution alongside his lightsaber strikes and other abilities. So let me know what you all make of this in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you all have to say about this. He is going to be super powerful and certainly one of the most powerful light side heroes today. So I'm extremely excited about Anakin Skywalker for sure. Now, let's move on to the next subject, his appearances, because I know many of you are excited to find out about that. So his first appearance is called Jedi Knight, which is his default appearance, of course. And it says it's based on his appearance from Episode 3. Now, the next one is his Jedi Robes appearance, and it's based on Anakin's robed appearance in Episode 3. So we have not seen his robed appearance, of course, just yet. We've only seen this one so far, which looks absolutely incredible. Again, I'm very excited for this. I cannot wait to play with Anakin Skywalker. But which appearance do you think is going to be your favorite? His robed one or his default one? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's move on to his star cards. So these are all of his star cards. We're going to take a look at the first one, which is called Tenacious. It says Anakin Skywalker has increased maximum health. His next one is Reprisal. It says whenever Anakin Skywalker defeats an enemy trooper, he regains 20 health. Whenever he defeats an enemy hero, he regains even more. So that's his health star card right there. And then he's got Massive Strikes, where it says Anakin Skywalker deals more damage with his lightsaber attacks. And then he's got Pressure, where it says Passionate Strike deals even more damage. Now moving on, these are the rest of his star cards. It says Fierce Fighter, so cooldown time for Passionate Strike is reduced. And he's got Control the Force, where the radius of Heroic Might is larger. He's also got Raw Strength, where Heroic Might deals more damage. He's got No Escape, where Pull Dominance has a greater range. And then finally, all of them, all of them, where Pull Dominance deals more damage to each affected target. So, what do you think your star card setup is going to be out of all of these star cards? Let me know what your 3 star cards are going to be. And then, let's take a look at his voice lines and answer the question, will he say, I don't like sand? So these are all of Anakin Skywalker's voice lines. And if you look closely, take a look at the bottom there. It says, and of course, he will say, I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. So we finally know that Anakin Skywalker says that line. And we may have known that already, I believe, but that is really cool to see that Anakin Skywalker will say that. And it's probably going to be my favorite voice line, of course, of Anakin Skywalker. So I think that's really cool that they put that in there. Now, let's talk about his victory poses. So his victory poses are, I am ready, I'll take you now, onward, and brace. And then his emotes include the following. So he's got fun. This is where the fun begins. He's got diplomatic, where it says, you call this a diplomatic solution. He's got Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's gonna kill me. Wise Jedi. A wise Jedi once said, nothing happens by accident. Of course, I was just reading them off there, so I don't sound nearly as good as Anakin Skywalker's going to sound, but I cannot wait to equip these emotes. And then keep in mind, we will have the emote wheel soon as well, where we will be able to equip even more emotes, up to 8, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully we get even more emotes for Anakin Skywalker in the future beyond just those 4. Now let's take a look at his milestones. So he's got Passion. It says defeat 30 enemies with the Impassionate Strike ability. He's got Strength. Defeat 50 enemies with the Heroic Impact ability. He's got Power. Hit 30 enemies with the Pull Dominance ability. The next milestone is called Experienced Anakin Skywalker, where you earn 122,721 score as Anakin Skywalker. And then finally, to get Veteran Anakin Skywalker, you have to earn 389,809 score as Anakin Skywalker. And then finally, to wrap it up, for the cost of Anakin Skywalker, which we already pretty much knew, it says this. It says Anakin will soon be deploying onto the battlefront with his loyal 501st Battalion on 25th. Actually, I thought it was on the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. But it says he will be available for 35,000 credits. The 501st Battalion Clone Legion armor will individually be available for 20,000 credits or 500 crystals, or 5,000 credits or 100 crystals for Phase 1, and then Phase 2, of course. And then it says they can also be purchased in a Phase 2 bundle for 60,000 credits or 1,500 crystals. And it says we'll be back next week with a full look at the February update and all that you can expect from it. Stay tuned for the next community transmission. Now, one thing I did want to point out is it says February 25th on this. I do believe that is a typo. I will leave a comment down below if I find out anything, of course, on that, because I thought for sure his release date is supposed to be on February 27th, not the 25th. So I'm pretty sure it's the 27th and not the 25th, but I'll find out for you all soon. Now, also, the 501st are arriving to Battlefront 2 on that date, And if you didn't see it, they did post images of the 501st. So these were our first images. So if you missed it, I'm going to post them right here for you so you can check it out. But the 501st look awesome. I'm definitely going to be rocking the 501st uniforms for sure. And then we'll be able to choose between Phase 1 or Phase 2 troopers as well, which is really cool. We did a video on that already. So if you missed it, I'll leave a link in the description below. But post in the comments, let me know how excited you are for the Chosen One's arrival this month on February 27th. At least that's what I think the date is. So let me know what you think, what you make of all of this, what you make of his abilities, his star cards, and so on. Again, as you can tell, I am really thrilled that he's coming to Battlefront 2. And you betcha we will be posting brand new gameplay of him as soon as he arrives and all kinds of videos on Anakin Skywalker. So don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. We have a lot to look forward to. And then in March, we have the new large-scale game mode, of course. So that's going to be awesome as well. But I'll see you all next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. And may the Force be with you always.